Hi, my name is Corme, and this is going to be a guide on how I would gear an alt if I were to hit level 80 today. The first thing I would do is go around to all the renowned vendors in each zone and collect all my crests and crystals and buy the 584 gear that's available from the vendor. Remember that you can transfer resonance crystals from your main over to your alt so that you can purchase all of these. Now the next option you take depends on if you have any gold and how much you want to spend of it. The cheapest option would be to go and buy all the 550 greens that are available on the auction house. These are really cheap and it gets you to high enough eye level that you can go and run heroics if you don't want to take the next step. You can skip doing the greens altogether and you can just go ahead and craft 590 gear in every single slot. You do need Harbinger Crest in order to do this, which you can do by flying around the zones. I have like a little guide on this. It's a minute just going around collecting all these orbs. Each of these orbs gives you one crest and you can use this to make the 590 gear. This is a little bit more pricey than just crafting the greens, but getting full 590 in every slot is pretty rewarding and there's really no cap on just doing it in every single slot. In addition to the 590 gear, you can also get some easy PvP crafts that go up to 610 eye level by just going and winning a random BG, getting this quest, turning it in, and you can craft 2 610 pieces if you so choose. So if you choose to do no crafting, then I would suggest at least trying to get to 550 with the greens because that's a really cheap option, and then just doing some heroics to get your eye level up. After that, I would look at getting your free heroic enchanted crest. You need to go follow this quest line from the sky. Again, I have like a less than a minute guide on how to do this, and you're gonna get a quest to kill Queen Ansarek. After you get that quest, you don't need to go in LFR to do this. You can just go kill Queen Ansarek on story mode. There's this guy over here to the right of the raid entrance. You just go in there. You go in there and it doesn't matter how much gear you have, the NPCs will basically just kill her for you. You can essentially just AFK through the entire thing, and it'll complete the quest and you get a free heroic enchanted crest for your first craft. Ideally, the first craft you're going to be doing is going to be a weapon, a two-hander if you can, so you get the most value out of it. Crafting this does require you to have your spark. Since you are starting on a newer character, there is a catch-up system with sparks, so every spark you want to get in a current week, you do have to do whatever that weekly is. It's usually the Titan Disc Fragment weekly. However, you can go and get your spark from almost any PvE content, whether it's just like Mythic Plus or killing raid bosses, or you can also do the caches that give you your coffer keys, like the weeklies, like the leader troop, just to go get you half of your spark so that you can go ahead and craft your weapon. Getting a heroic crafted weapon is going to make what you do in the future much easier, since you're going to have that nice boost in eye level, and is definitely worth the investment. So by now you should have mostly full 590 gear from crafting, a heroic weapon, and maybe a couple of odd higher eye level pieces if you decided to do the heroic crafting. Next, I would look at doing delves. So before you do the delves, of course, you want to go get your restored coffer keys to do the bountiful delves, open the chest. When you do this, these caches also have some nice gear. The eye level has gone up since you originally did this on your mains if you're doing it at the beginning of the expansion. So you'll get some gear while you're doing this. And you can also get extra keys by doing the World Soul Saga event. Especially if you join a raid, you're going to get extra keys. So that's a nice tip to make sure to do some extras. And then I would go ahead and start running delves. Delves do reward pretty good loot. You can also look out for, of course, Titan Forging and getting a map. After you've done your delves and used all of your coffer keys, this is probably where you want to start thinking about doing raid or Mythic Plus. I'm not going to suggest that you do M0s because the gear from M0s is worse than delves and it's not guaranteed loot and it's probably just a waste of your time. You could do LFR because it's like a really low eye level. It's like 567 in order for you to get in there, but the gear again isn't that good and you're outgearing the gear you get with delves more than you would going to LFR, so I'm not going to suggest that because I think it's a waste of time. You could try and do normal raid if you can get in that, or just start doing Mythic Plus, like especially like lower keys, especially you want to get your own key and start plugging that because your eye level is going to be a bit low, and from there just trying to level up with Mythic Plus as much as you can, maybe trying to get into a normal or heroic raid and doing your best. But yeah, if I was going to start a character today, that is the steps I would take in order to gear it as fast as possible. Thank you. Bye.